Uber announced on Wednesday that it lost $1.07 billion last quarter. That is more than the $891 million the company lost in the second quarter of the year, but not as much as it lost in the third quarter of last year, just after it was announced the CEO Travis Kalanick would be stepping down. Growth has also slowed for the company, with bookings only up 6% for the quarter versus double-digit gains in past quarters. This could have a very big impact on the company's initial public offering, which is slated for next year. Uber is reported to be worth $76 billion, though at its last private valuation it was worth $62 billion, and some believe it could be worth as much as $120 billion. It was not all bad news for Uber though, with the decision to expand into the food and freight industries while rolling back its global expansion appearing to have paid off. The company generated $2.95 billion in total revenue for the quarter, marking a growth of 38% from last year and 5% from last quarter. Uber Eats was also a big winner, posting growth of 150% from last year and accounting for $2.1 billion in gross bookings for the company. In total, Uber reported $12.7 billion in gross bookings for quarter 3, up 6% from last quarter and 41% from last year. Share this article. Share CEO Dara Khosrowshahi has now been at the helm of the company for 15 months and said he hoped to take the company public midway through 2019, though that could move up to an earlier date. The initial public offering will have to happen before September 30 of next year, though, or else face penalties. That was part of the deal that Japanese investor SoftBank made with Uber back in January, when it bought a 15% stake in the company for $9.3 billion. It was Khosrowshahi who opted to start releasing quarter figures for the company a year ago, which the company is not required to do since it is still private. As we look ahead to an IPO and beyond, we are investing in future growth across our platform, including in food, freight, electric bikes and scooters, and high-potential markets in India and the Middle East, where we continue to solidify our leadership position, said Uber CFO Nelson Kai. Travis Kalanick, the embattled founder of Uber, resigned in June 2017 at a pivotal and increasingly problematic time for the company. It was not by choice, however, with 5 of the company's biggest investors demanding his resignation. In the aftermath of that shocking revolt by the company's primary shareholders, it was revealed that, while Kalanick was out as CEO, he would remain a member of the Uber board. "I love Uber more than anything in the world, and at this difficult moment in my personal life I have accepted the investors' request to step aside so that Uber can go back to building, rather than be distracted with another fight," said Kalanick. He currently has a 7% stake in the company,